Welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I will be giving you guys the top 5 meta loadouts for DMZ of Warzone 2 Season 5. And if you like content like this, it would mean the world to me if you were to like the video, and while you're down there, go ahead and subscribe and then ring that notification bell. It really helps me out. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So at number 5 on my list, these right here aren't really in any specific order. They're just really like what I like. These right here, really good, solid loadouts to use, the best ones in my opinion. So with the MCPR, I go with high velocity. Use explosive rounds if you want one shot. I'm not too worried about it in DMZ, but in Warzone, I'm definitely picking explosive rounds. When DMZ, I go with high velocity. Then I go with the Nil Sound 90 muzzle, the OMX barrel, the heat source optic, which has the best thermal scope, so you can see through the smoke grenades that people use. They're really good against good players whenever they're using their smoke grenades, and it's super clean, best thermal optic out there for snipers. Then I go with the Cronin Lion stock to help out with that aiming idle stability. Now, if we head on over to the firing range, as you guys can see, this right here is a scope. It's got a decent aim down sight time. It's got the range. It's got everything that you'd want in a sniper for DMZ. And now time for the M4, the old faithful. I go with a 45 round mag, go with 60 if you want. I just like to be a bit more agile in DMZ. But it's personal preference right there. F-Tac Ripper 56, the Harbinger D20, the High Tower 20-inch barrel, and then the AMOP V4. Use whatever optic you're comfortable with. I just like the AMOP V4. Now in the firing range, this thing, here, let me just go on ahead and put this to 3 plates. No recoil. Whatever. No recoil. Now if you see it like swerving off, that's because of me. Like I'm so used to holding down the recoil, but with this, you don't. So it's straight up. All you gotta do is just pull down on your right thumbstick, just a little bit, and you'll be killing people like that. Super simple. This right here is the best shotgun class to use in DMZ because it one-shots the sentry turrets whenever you're up close to them, and it's got pretty great range on it. So I go with the 12 round mag, the Merc foregrip, the SA Schwagen DX muzzle, the 21.5 inch Bryson Tac-Fire barrel, and the Hipshot L20 laser. This is the best Bryson 890 class for DMZ. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. It's super good for taking out the bomb maker. Recommended in that. So if you want to take out like Building 21, Ashika Island, use this gun. It's also pretty good in Vandal, but I wouldn't really recommend it in Al Mazrah. Just any other map besides Al Mazrah, you're pretty good with this. So, as you can see in the firing range, that's gonna be right there where the range falls off, right there. It's 10 meters, but like it's gonna be like right here, easy kill. Right here, really easy kill. Right here, if you get up close, alright, imagine this right here is a sentry turret. You get about like right here, boom, boom, one shot. Just hip fire or ADS. And sometimes one shots whenever you hip fire it, but sometimes it doesn't. So I really do recommend you ADS whenever taking out a sentry turret with this. But other than that, it's super good against players up close. Just make sure you have an assault rifle or some form of long range with you, so you can take out enemies fall out right here. Other than that, the shotgun is my go-to for Ashika Island, Vandal, and Building 21. And this right here is my MP5 class. It is very good for them close range engagements. It's my go-to SMG if I'm going for an SMG, which I usually don't, but if I do, then I'm using this MP5 class. It's got basically no recoil, excellent damage. It's your go-to. Now, this isn't Warzone, so we're not necessarily going too much for agility, movement, or anything. We're just mainly going to be doing this right here for range, just so it can reach out. Like if you're going to use this with a sniper, you're going to want it to reach out to that mid-range and actually be able to like do something. So I go with the 50 round drum, the Lockman TCG-10 rear grip, the Mir L56 factory stock, the FTAC M Sub 12 barrel, and the Lockshot KT85 muzzle. And in the firing range, thing is just, see, it's got no recoil. Even out here, like an SMG even being able to kill somebody way out there, like the MP5, is crazy. And it nah, I didn't kill him that time because it's not going to be your best go-to for that range. It even being able to hit that target is good enough for me. And that shreds up close. A solid hip fire. I wouldn't recommend hip firing this, but if you want to hip fire, it will get the job done. And now for the last one, the Victus XMR. This Victus is really built for range, just like the MCPR, but the Victus has a little bit more range than the MCPR. So if you just want to max out your like range, damage range, bullet velocity, any of that, go with the Victus. I go with the high velocity, more bullet velocity, so your bullets can travel farther. And then I go for the Bruin counter ops. The Mac 8 33.5 super barrel gives you a ton more range. The VLK laser, and I go with the SPX 80 optic. See, if I'm not wanting to use a thermal optic, then I am going with the SPX 80, and it's just a really solid optic to go with for a sniper if you're not wanting that thermal. And this is how good it is in the fire range. And of course, it's gonna one-shot in the firing range, because I'll even show you guys. I have this on 3 plates. I'll kill this dummy. Headshot that one. Headshot that one. Because the dummy health isn't really right, so even if you don't have explosive rounds, it's still going to one-shot in the firing range, but it won't in actual game whenever somebody has a 3 plate. But if they have 2 plate or 1 plate, then they will get down. Just like that. One of my go-to favorite snipers, it's my secondary sniper, but because I do like the MCPR just a little bit more. But if you're not a fan of the MCPR, I promise you, you will like the Victus. Insane range. And last but not least, this right here is a extra. If you're having trouble with MRAPs, LTVs, just any type of vehicle, the Joker is your go-to. The Joker is starting to be used a lot more ever since the MRAP came out. Because if somebody gets the MRAP, then they're just unbeatable. You're just gonna get destroyed by that grenade launcher. That thing has infinite ammo. It shouldn't. It doesn't have a cooldown. It shouldn't. It should have a cooldown. It's too good. But a couple Joker shots, that thing is out. As long as you lock onto the Joker, or lock onto the MRAP, it will die. And that's it for my top 5. I guess it's top 6, including the Joker. Weapons for DMZ. If you like this video, do me a favor. and like the video and subscribe. It really helps me out. It really helps small creators like me to keep making content like this for you guys. So if you enjoyed this, peace out, and I will see you next time.